The views expressed on this holiday podcast special are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, employees, sponsorships, or affiliates of thereof.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Do you ever feel alone during the holidays? I've been there before, and it's not a fun place to be, which is why I wanted to create a special for somebody like me back in the day. I just wish I had a listening ear, or maybe even heard stories that brightened up my time or my mood. I wanted that. So here's my gift to you. This is 12 Days of Christmas with me, Drerawka. I got some of my closest friends, and we talk Christmas. We talk about their favorite traditions and new ones as well. I hope you enjoy, and a very Merry Christmas from me to you.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Listen daily with my dad and his friends for 12 Days of Christmas. Only here on Unrestricted.
Welcome back, Unrestricted Podcast. I am Drerawka, your host, and I got two guests across from me that, one, I haven't met in person, but we have talked online, and I'm just really excited to have you guys. I got, the last name's Shafer, but
yes.
But she's Aubrey Shafer, and you're just Shafer.
Yeah, she.
Are you like Mario? Are you Shafer? Like Mario?
Shafer, bro. You know what I mean?
I got Shafer and Aubrey in the building. Now,
yeah.
I got to put some respect on your name. The award-winning Aubrey Shafer.
5-time
Emmy, is that correct?
Yeah, I got some Emmys under my belt.
How was that? How does that feel?
Crazy. I still don't believe it. Like, we just found out this month that I won 4 more, and I'm still in shock.
What's the total?
5.
5 Emmys.
Yeah.
And broadcast journalism, is that the category, or what is it for?
Yeah, so there's different categories within that for different types of stories I've covered. So.
And how long have you been into broadcast journalism?
A little over 5 years, maybe 6 years.
Wow. So literally you had one rookie year and you just been hitting it every year.
I'm trying, I'm learning and growing, and
that's dope. I was asked recently on one of the episodes, I think it might have been Wes Burke's episode, and he was asking me, because he's a rapper, right? And he's like, hey, who's the videographers that you really like? Like, who would you talk about? And I'm like, it's hard to narrow it down to just one videographer that's just amazing, right? But I said, Aubrey Shafer. That was you are the videographer that I have seen personally that's just your imaging, your color grading, your edits are dope. Like, you're really well-rounded.
Oh, thank you.
And the combination of you two and being husband and wife, that's dope. But you guys tell a really good story in the music that you make too.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. I mean, she makes me look good, and
as most of our wives do,
right? Right. Like my brother-in-law said that one day, when one of our first video, he's like, man, she makes you look way cooler than you are.
Whatever.
I was like, all right.
Shafer, man, you had something really cool happen recently. You had Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience, the biggest media platform in the world.
Yes, sir.
Play your song by accident.
Hey, shout out Jamie. You know what I mean? How
did that whole thing happen? I know we talked about this on the radio, but right. I want to bring it to this platform and this audience.
So I made a song called Campaigns 10 months ago. And to kind of sum up how that kind of came about was I've been tagging Cam in some stuff. Like, I'm an avid bow hunter, grew up bow hunting. So I'd actually done a competition for another rapper. I was trying to get a feature with him, right? Mm-hmm. And Aubrey hunts as well, and she had an elk hunt, and we were down at my dad's shop shooting bows. She was getting ready, practicing every day. We're down there going through that process to get ready for her hunt. And I'd wrote this verse and I needed a video for the competition. And I was like, hey babe, just film me real quick. I'm gonna rap, and then at the end of it, I actually got the idea from you the last time I was on the podcast. Like, you need to be rapping and shooting bows. Like, I think we did it not that long before it, and I was like, yo, just film me do my verse, and then I'm gonna shoot my bow. And I did that, and in my song, I'm like, I can't even remember now. I said something like Cameron Haynes, get it? Like, it is like kind of a play on words.
Yeah.
And he saw it and he shared it. So he started kind of seeing me. So over the next like 6 months of dropping songs, I would kind of like tag him in it and be like, yo, dude, check, this and that. And on last Christmas, I decided that I was going to give his book, Endure, and also David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, to people for Christmas. And I was sitting there and I had this stack of books, like 6, 7 of them. And it was in my studio, and I was like, that's pretty dope. So I took a picture and posted it, just like saying what the books meant to me, how they helped me and shaped me. And he responded in the comments and was like, thank you. And he was like, yo, I got a podcast coming. You got any ideas for the intro?
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I got something. I got something for you. And he was like, all right, let's do it. So the next day, once he said, like, let's do it, I go to bed and I'm like wide awake, bro. I'm like, how am I supposed to rap and make a song about, Cam Haynes, like he inspires me, but like, I don't want to come off corny or cringy or,
Yeah.
So I get up, I'm eating breakfast, and I start looking through beats of a producer that I like to work with. And the first beat I played, I push it, and it was the Cam Haynes beat. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. So I go down in the studio, and I put the beat on, and I'm just like trying to create energy. I'm just like, ooh, ah, like, and I push record, and I'm like trying to like come up with words and say things, and it's like,
I'm wondering, like, what's your perspective when you hear this grunting come from the studio?
right?
What is he doing in there?
Now. I'm like, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, she knows.
As soon as she hears, it's monsters.
It was more like,
It's time.
and then I went in.
So you're getting the energy.
Yeah.
You're getting into the mood.
Yeah, getting into the mood, creating energy, feeling like hype, feeling the monster, feeling my blood pressure, all of it, And I'm just like, and the first thing I'm like, the mountain embraced me, like almost like screaming it, and then I was just like, oh, and then I'm like, and then I got to the chorus, and I was just like, da 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 da. Cam Haynes. And it was just like, I freaking went nuts in my studio. I had 2 words like of it, and I was like, this can be dope. And so made the song. I literally locked myself in the studio for that whole day. Then I sent it. I hit up my engineer Dakota G. I'm like, bro, I need this like now. I needed this yesterday.
Yeah.
And shout out Dakota. He freaking knocked it out and sent it to Cam, and he liked it. And then I spent the next week finishing it and dropped it, and it's the intro to his podcast, and it's been out for about 10 months now.
Yeah, I did a reaction video on it. The video was super dope. Super look cold.
It was
So cold.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the video, Shafer's literally up to his waist in snow.
Yeah.
Now I instantly think about you. I'm like, oh my gosh, the camera woman just has to be freezing too.
So many layers.
Oh, dude.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was crazy because we were at a pretty public place, even though it looks like barren. Like, we were just kind of off in the trees, and like people were sledding. And they're like watching us, and I'm like, the mountain never, like banging my chest. They're like sledding over there. Like little Jimmy's like, what's going on?
Yeah. What's that guy doing?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So then fast forward about 10 months.
Yeah. Fast forward 10 months, and Cam Haynes went on the Joe Rogan Experience. They were doing an interview, and they were trying to pull up a video of an elk hunt that Cam went on this year, and I think Jamie accidentally pushed the button to one of his podcasts where my intro starts, and it started, and then Joe was like, what was that? So shout out.
He was like, the mountain that raised me.
The mountain. Whose mountain? Well, like, what? And
I like mountains.
Yeah. So, best mistake that ever happened. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
And then they ended up playing like the first verse, and then he mentioned me again a couple days later in a different episode because my song started to chart on the hip hop charts. And
he didn't just mention you, like he mentioned you by name. It wasn't like, hey, remember that rapper guy that Cam told us about? Like he was like, yo, Shafer, this guy Shafer. We just mentioned his song and now he's a 6th in the world.
That was unreal, man. And I feel super, super grateful.
That says a lot about people's character. Because I don't know about you guys, but I've been in an environment where if somebody has an opportunity to help somebody like shine a little bit, they won't do it. Cam could have easily been like, oh yeah, that's the intro to my podcast. But he said he went into depth about it, about meeting you here and things like that. A lot of people some people, I shouldn't say a lot, some people would just be like, yeah, that's just my intro for my podcast. But check out the deer that I shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And from my experiences with like working with Cam and talking to him, like he's a real one. Like he's a humble, real dude. Like the few interactions which we wrote online and I met him once at the expo. He's a real dude. And I think that's why people are drawn to him, because he's genuinely trying to elevate people, trying to inspire people. And the fact that he's a good person, like you can tell, that's why people are drawn to that. I think they're drawn to him.
I love that you draw inspiration from him, even with the latest video that you put out, right? That challenge, the impossible challenge. Is that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, the impossible task challenge.
Yep, the impossible task challenge, where you're grabbing a boulder and going up a mountain.
Yeah, that. Just a little feedback, or a little explanation of what it is. The impossible task challenge is to take something that you're intimidated by, commit to going all in on it for 3 months, and then posting about it for accountability. Me and my coach, Mike Garrick, My Nutrition Body, we came up with this concept to try to help people. And to kick it off, we carried those boulders up the mountain with people with different words on them of things that, our weight and our struggles. And I think watching Cam do that with other people on his show, and then himself, because he's done that for like years. Mm-hmm. He carries that rock. I think it says poser on his, like, or something like that, and he carries it to the top of the mountain like every day or something. And it's like, I think we all need to find things that push us to bring out the best version of ourselves, because ultimately, like, I feel like our purpose is to be the best version, to create this person that can impact people, and then share that light, with the people around us.
Absolutely, man. Be a leading example, man. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah. And that's what he does. People like him, people like Goggins, people like Jocko, like they're leading from the front. And, I'm not comparing myself to them, but I want to be that. I want to be a light, and I'm able to do that through my music, and to have the response and the people, feeling that from what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to better myself is just incredible. And I'm just so grateful.
Well, you are people's light, bro. And the last, 4 or 5 days have proved that. Because what do you see? Whenever you see somebody reposting of Cam or whatever, I see your repostings, and people are using your song while they're doing their task.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
It's crazy.
And it gets them hype. And that's something that I've always said about you. You make music that makes me want to go run through a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can go and accomplish whatever I want.
Well, that's part of that's the Monsters. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Right? I drink 6 of them. I can't run through a wall.
Foster got to give you an endorsement, man.
Yeah. Hey, Monster. Shafer Music, babe.
That pineapple's my favorite, by the way. My wife, not mistakenly, she's just like, hey, I seen this gold can. Let me try it out. I tried it. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
This is the new one.
Yeah, it's a problem. Like Aubrey's got them coming in on like what is it, 24 a month or 40 a month?
Yeah, we have that like subscribe.
Yeah, I got a subscription, bro. I got problems.
Jesus.
You know
You
what I mean?
got a subscription to Monster Energy.
Yeah, I get like a 40 pack every couple.
Shafer.
I got a problem. I know.
Jeez.
Like, let's talk about it.
That's like me with gum. I got a gum subscription. The Amazon every 3 months I get a package of gum.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what kind?
It's the extra but the cubed ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They come in a little case thing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good because you keep them clean.
Well, yeah. Not only I keep one in the studio. I keep one at the radio station. I keep it in my car. I keep it in my wife's car. So there's gum everywhere.
Yeah.
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 It's a problem.
Don't give him ideas with the monsters. We're gonna have them everywhere now.
Yeah. I gotta keep them. What if I need to be inspired? I need crack.
There you go.
Like I told him last night. He's like, "Yo, you want a Monster?" I'm like, "Dude, I've already had like 2 today."
He surprised me. He was like, "No, I'll just do a Diet Coke."
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you mentioned Aubrey. You hunt as well. Mm-hmm. When did you get into hunting?
When I started dating Mike, actually, I was like, hey, like, this is a huge part of your family, and I want to learn more about it and see if I like it. And I fell in love with it. And I fell in love with him, too. So
How'd you guys meet?
So he was in this house fire, and I work for the news, and he was saving this baby. And no,
Oh,
we met
yeah.
online.
No, go with that. Go with
I
that.
know, right? Is that the way better story?
Came out, you know.
Shirt off, all oiled up.
Yeah.
Baby was crying.
Yeah, my turnouts were still on fire. I was rapping.
I came to the fire.
I was like, I'm feeling like Crispy Cam Hayes. You know what I mean? Like, straight up.
Online dating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as an exciting story, but
So, how long you guys been together?
5 years in March.
And married for how long?
For 5 years.
Dang, you guys got that quick?
well,
Yeah.
no, we dated for like a year.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for almost 6, but
Yeah, we only
Okay.
did a year.
So-
I knew, bro. I didn't mess around.
Hey, I get it. So, how was online? I've never dated online. I've never done the whole online dating thing. How was that?
awful. I don't think anybody likes it.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it, bro.
I mean, in the end, it was great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so grateful I found him, but online dating's the worst.
What was the first date?
You want to tell it?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
All right, so I'm at the fire station. It's around Easter, right? And I so a little backstory. So Aubrey used to rap too.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll spit some bars.
Oh, hold on.
She won't today, but
I
she'll
won't
spit some
today,
bars.
Arby, you went on a mission too, right? Mm-hmm. So you were you rapping before you went on the mission?
Yeah, like in college, my friends and I would just mess around, and I won a freestyle competition in
What?
college. Yes, I've always liked hip hop, and so when I saw his online profile, and I was like, whoa, a rapper in Utah? I gotta meet him, and he's cute.
I'm glad you found this one because
Yeah.
the pickings out here as rappers, Utah rappers. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
And I lucked out.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's go back. You're at the firehouse.
So I'm at the firehouse and I saw we matched up or whatever, and I was actually going on a call. It was like midnight. We were going on a, like my boy was driving the ambulance, and I was like, man, this girl's cute. And I was so done with dating at that point. I was just like straight to it. I'm like, yeah, you wanna get some breakfast when I get off? And she's like, yeah. So I look up like this waffle shop, and I'm like, this can be it's cute little waffle shop. You know, girls are into it. So
Girls are into waffles.
yeah, they're into waffle.
I won't turn down waffles. I love waffles.
What's your favorite restaurant? What's it called?
Waffle Stop.
Boom. You know, so
He knew.
Okay.
I knew. So I'm like, all right, meet me here at this waffle shop. And I get off, you know, get cleaned up and stuff. And I drive and I put it in GPS, pull up, and I'm at a Smith's. I'm like, why am I at a Smith's? And it was like the Smith's with like a strip mall, and there's like a waffle shop next to the Smith's in a strip mall. So it was like kind of hood, like it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got like a Gen X next to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, this is awful. Like I'm taking to a freaking like some bootleg waffle shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but we ended up eating breakfast, and nobody was there. Surprising,
Yeah,
of
it was
course.
like all to ourselves.
Yeah, so we had the whole place to ourselves, and you know, I actually didn't think she liked me.
Why?
I just so Aubrey's kind of shy, You know, like
I was crazy nervous because I was
Yeah.
like, here's this rapper, he's cute, and I was just crazy nervous.
I was just like, yeah, she ain't feeling it. And then I
What was the swag back then? Like, are you still hoodie and a camo hat back then, or what's the swag? What are you wearing? I feel like you'd be wearing like a turquoise polo.
no.
Oh, that's bold. That is not the Shafer look.
Yeah.
No, what was it? What was the swag?
I think I was in just like a polo and a hat.
Okay.
Not much has changed.
Okay,
I mean, so back then I had a red truck, and the back of the like tailgate was just like all elk stickers. Like I literally had like an elk mural on the back of my thing. So like not a lot had changed. Like I don't have stickers on my truck anymore, but like that. But
Well, we all grow up, you know.
yeah, yeah. So some of us, but yeah. So we went on the date, and then I left. I got home, like I went to work because I work a second job at my dad's shop in West Valley, and I was like, Pop, she ain't feeling me. I was like, she's cute though. And then she sent me a text like, yo, let's meet up again. I was like, for real? I was like, okay.
So then that's where it happened.
That's where it happened.
What happened?
That's awesome. Oftentimes, I always say I met my wife at first dirty look. She had me at first dirty look. So I think oftentimes women will get off the
dirty look?
yeah, but it's almost like I like you, but I don't know how to tell you I like you. So you just gotta embrace it. Embrace the dirty look.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dating advice. Embrace the dirty look.
Hey, I don't think I gave any dirt.
And go to a walk. Yeah.
She was like, it was just the waffles.
Let me defend the record.
That's awesome. So 5 years, you were rapping, you retired the rap career. Did you, or are we gonna see you on Cam Hanes 2?
One day we'll get there. I'm not
Okay.
as good as he
Yeah,
is. So.
she'll be like feeling like Tracy Haynes.
There you go.
Yeah.
What happens if what if your goal, or what if your path is supposed to be a performer?
Maybe he'll have to teach me how to do it.
So you went on a mission. Where'd you go on a mission at?
Tokyo, Japan.
Is that where you learned Japanese?
Kind of. I actually lived
Oh,
in Japan
hold on.
for like 7 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say he told me that because of your pops, you grew up out there.
Yeah.
So
I was
how
there
was
for
that?
elementary school and high school, and amazing. Part of my heart's always going to be there. I love Japan.
How do you say hello?
Konnichiwa.
How do you say hello? Welcome to my podcast.
Konnichiwa. Podcasto e yokoso.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, dude.
That's really cool. So you love Japan. You end up moving back to the States. Mm-hmm. Why did you move back to the States?
Again, just my dad's job. We were just ping ponging back and forth.
Okay. And then when did you get your mission call?
When I was in college.
And then you went back to Japan.
Yep.
Were you familiar with where you got called to?
Yep. So it was where I'd been when I was in elementary school, and my mission president had been our bishop at the time. So we knew their family, and yep.
Wow.
So it was amazing.
It has to be kind of cool though. Like obviously you're not going to a new country or anything like that, but you're going to somewhere that you're familiar with. Mm-hmm. That has to be cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, it also had its challenges. Like I didn't feel confident in the language, even though I had experience with it. And it's going on a mission too. You're pushed out of your comfort zone and talking to strangers and bearing your soul to strangers. But I loved it, and I grew so much.
Wow. Did you ever do a mission?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to Mesa, Arizona.
Oh yeah, I think I asked you that before.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, yo, you ain't going nowhere. Crazy.
Well, I mean, you didn't know Japanese.
I didn't.
Maybe if you knew some Japanese, you would have went to Japan.
Hey, I know 2 words.
What?
Konnichiwa and Yomaseo.
And podcast.
Oh wait, no, that's Korean. No, oh man, I'm sorry, all my Japanese fans. I'm sorry.
Hey, the Korean fans are like, yeah, he's down with us.
Yeah,
That's the clip. That's the clip.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's like when
She
people,
always tells me that too. You're speaking because I don't even know if I had a Korean friend. I didn't have a. I don't know what I'm saying right now.
So when did you end up picking a camera up?
Oh man, I've loved cameras since I was a kid. So like still in the family video recorder and going off with my siblings, making silly videos and pretend newscasts. And yeah, since then, just always had a camera.
So what called you to news though? Like what did you do, an internship? How did you end up in this news field?
I fell into it. So I grew up as a kid being like, yeah, I want to go to Hollywood. Went to study film and fell into documentaries specifically. And I fell in love with documentaries. There's just something about real people telling real stories and being able to capture those moments that to me means everything. And so that's the path I went down. I freelanced for a while, worked for different production houses, and then freelancing is stressful, especially when you need insurance and other things. So I was like, okay, I need to get a job. And so I saw that KSL, local news station, was hiring, and I applied. I got the job, and then I'm like, this is like making a documentary every day. So I just fell in love with it.
That's awesome. You mentioned the documentaries, and I feel like documentary content is what people love. I think people love real, honest stories. I look at even my wife loves true crime, right? That's her thing. And I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll be, kind of tuning in, kind of not. And then it gets to a point where I'm like, oh, wow, I'm really into this. He did what? Where's this person at now? So I always believed in the documentary format of content. So it makes me happy to hear that you follow that same thing.
Yeah, I mean, and like you interviewing people, there's just something about connecting to people and being able to tell their story. And then even with Mike's music too, like one of the reasons I love his music is because he's a storyteller, right? And it comes from his stories, from, things he's been inspired by, and people connect to that. There's something that like draws us together when we can share our stories. And so I love that.
What's the challenge in creating the story and working in the field that you work in?
I think specifically to news and every project, there's deadlines, right? Sometimes I want to spend more time on a story, but like we have to get it into the news. So sometimes we don't have like the timelines we'd love, but at the same time, sometimes it helps because it forces us to get work done. And so like every day I'm learning and growing because it's like, tell one story, okay, tomorrow's another story, the next day's another story. And so I'm constantly like learning and growing. And so it's a challenge, but also a blessing.
Are you, I know that are you behind the camera and in front of the camera?
No. I stay behind the camera.
You don't have no aspirations to be in front of the camera?
I just love being behind the camera, and I sometimes will tell my own story, so I'll go without a reporter. I just won't go in front of the camera. So yeah, no, I'm not there yet.
I dig it. What did you want to be when you were growing up? If you say a hunter, I'm gonna be mad.
What's wrong with that answer?
Well, cause like you are a hunter. Like I want something like I wanted to be an astronaut.
I actually, so it's always kind of been the same. I wanted to be like in music. Like I was trying to be like a little guitar player. I was into like making like punk music before I started rapping. I actually hated rap. Like when I was like young, I thought rap was whack. It wasn't until I was like, I mean, I was still young, but like 12, 13 that I started getting into it. But it was always to be a performer.
So you love performing. When are you gonna get back to your punk rock roots?
Yeah, do like a Lil Wayne rock album.
Yeah. La 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 lollipop.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a prom queen.
Yeah, prom queen. Yeah. I don't know. Probably never. Not into that now. I mean, I don't look like MGK.
Yeah. I mean, he had a good career.
He did.
I feel like often like right now, like cult followings is kind of like you don't need the major record label to make something of yourself, right? There's no more waiting for somebody. The days of waiting for people to get you on is over. And I feel like, and I think I've told you this, where it's like, if you want it, just go get it.
Yeah.
You got the best videographer in the game. Like, run. Like you guys as a team, and then obviously your engineer, your producer, like you guys are solid. What you guys have been doing with this Cam Haynes thing and keeping like on it. I was telling him yesterday that the post that you guys did for the Reels about Billboard with the time clock.
Yeah, I got a story about that one.
What's up?
All right, so I don't know a lot about like the Billboard and the charts and all that. Like I don't have any experience in that. So my boy, the Marine rapper, has been like explaining, because he's been on, he had a #1 with Topher, and so he's been explaining it to me, right? So I didn't know until the night that it ended, that like it was the last night that for that week that we could make it into Billboard, right? Mm-hmm. So he told me that, and he's like, you got till like 12 o'clock tonight, and it's like 1 o'clock. Oh, so wow. Aubrey was like way sick. Like she called out that day. Wow. Like she woke up, was sick, was like passed out, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, babe,
wake up.
Can you just like edit like a little video together while you're in bed, like sick, like please. And she wasn't answering her phone, bro. And I was at the fire station.
I was dead to the world.
Yeah, so I'm at the fire station calling her. I call her like 5 times. I'm like, she ain't waking up. I'm like, I only got like 5 hours. I was like, I need a video. So I started setting off my home alarm. I'm like, off, on, off, on, off, on.
Still
so
dead
it's like
asleep.
turning on. It's like going off.
I slept through it all.
She's not waking up. She's not waking up, bro. And like, she's a light sleeper. Like my dog ain't, like usually my dog would be like freaking out. My dog's just like chilling, just like, oh, that's cool. What's going on? Like,
could have been an intruder.
Yeah.
You could have been on the true stories that I watch.
Yeah.
So like,
I just slept through it all.
10 calls later, 100 notifications of my security system going off and on. Like, that's got like a little microphone on the camera. Uh-huh. I'm on it. I'm like, Coda, go get Aubrey. Go get Aubrey. I'm like, come on, wake her up. I'm like, I need a video. I need a little clip. Because I'm at work, I didn't bring my computer or anything. I can't do anything. Yeah, so like 10
you have
calls.
somebody go set your house on fire, so you go over there,
right? I was like, my neighbors. I'm like, they ain't gonna be home in the middle of the day. I'm like, oh, dude, it was crazy. So eventually she woke up. And I'm like, babe. She's like all like groggy and sick and pieced out. I'm like, I need a video. And she's like, okay. I'm like, no, like now, like you need to wake up, like crack a monster, like let's go. Yeah,
man.
So,
well, you owe her a nice dinner or something.
Yes,
because that's.
I do.
Man, she was sick, man.
I know, dude. I felt bad.
I hate doing stuff when I'm sick.
I know.
We made it work. And then the response has been crazy. So
yeah. I mean, you do a phenomenal job. It looked great. How did we end? Did we end on it, off of it? What are we looking at?
So I don't actually know. So it's I guess the following Tuesday. So not this Tuesday, but the next one I'll know. Mm. But it started charting again last night. It started like we're still in like the top. We've been in the top 30, like top 20 the last like 5 days. So if it didn't hit this one, like if like people are still showing me love and buying it, it could maybe get the next one, but I won't know until the 11th.
You know what the crazy thing about that is that when we put content out in the world and we leave it, right, we don't take it off, something could still happen with your content. Let's say 3 years from now, something big happens with Cam or Rogan and people go and watch that episode. Then they find out about you 3 years from now and they run it back up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That could happen. Yeah. That's realistic.
Yeah. Well, even like with your songs, you put it out at the beginning of the year, then out of nowhere one day, people are messaging you and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. I didn't even know a song could even do, like, I didn't know it could go up like in the charts later.
Have you put it in the television pool where they can pull it for like commercials or movies?
I haven't.
You should look into that, bro.
Yeah.
Because your music in general is very much like, I could see that in like the person that's trying to work their way back up to the story and they're looking to, to the climax of the movie and they're working out and whatever. Like your song can go right there.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, we definitely need to look into that.
I don't know how that whole thing works, but I know that when, like when movies have music in it, like the score,
yeah,
like a lot of people go back and like, what was that song or what was that?
Yeah.
I know I do.
Like Shazam it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, man. So you got the song Cam Haynes. One thing I haven't seen from you is a larger project. Are you just doing all singles? Do you have plans to put together like a complete project?
So I felt like I was just building a fan base and I didn't not that I didn't see value in putting out a project. It was just like I didn't feel like I had a large enough fan base to get people to listen to an hour project. Like a song, someone will like it's kind of the way that it is right now, right? Like short form content, like people's attention is short. So it's like they'll watch like a 3-minute thing, but they won't watch an hour long. Well, they will, but those are usually like your fans.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to kind of build a bigger fan base before I did something like that. And with the singles, I felt like that was an effective way to build fans. So I was just dropping singles. I would like to put out a project eventually, but right now I have enough songs to make a project. Like I have probably 10 songs right now in the works. I'm going to try to drop one next week. It's called Day One. And so I definitely could. And if my fan base, especially from this, I've gained a lot of fans, which is, I'm super grateful for. It might be more of a realistic possibility now, but just before it just didn't, the return on people watching it, the singles were more effective.
A project doesn't mean an hour either, though, bro. Like a project can mean whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah, that's
right.
True. That's
like
true. There's
so much that you can do with it. If you wanted to, when I see you in your studio and you're telling a story and you're essentially podcasting, right?
Yeah.
You could use that as an interlude to your next song, right? So like you could start it off with like cool elk sounds or whatever. And then it can be you around the campfire or you while you're processing an animal, talking about whatever you just did. And then it correlates with the song that you're making, right?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we talk about what Yellow Banks means to you and who he represents. Like that's stories that you could tell leading into the next single with Yellow Banks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's so much that you can do in creating a cool project. I love it when artists that I like, when they create something that's not just a song, right? Not just a song. Obviously the song has meaning, but creates a full project that makes me understand what led to this.
Sure. And I definitely agree with you 100%. I think, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to,
and not to cut you off, but then I think about like your partner. Mm-hmm. It gives her an opportunity to tell a story visually that will keep people's attention and retention.
That's true.
And when you retain an audience, the name of the game is retention, right?
Right.
With television, with radio, how do we keep people on this platform? How do we keep people engaged with Shafer through not just this moment where he got mentioned on Rogan, but through all of 2024?
Yeah. That makes sense. So, and it's definitely more of a realistic possibility now because I think my focus is kind of shifted from just trying to build any kind of fan base to like explaining who I am, and these type of things have been amazing, in the podcast to be able to do that and really express like who I am and my values, and so it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, man. Don't cut yourself short. I told you last night, man.
Yeah.
Shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Because why not you, right? Why not me? Why not Aubrey?
Yeah, 100%.
Why not us?
Yeah, why not? 100%.
The difference between us and those other people that are on certain levels is nothing. Like there's no difference. We have the same blood running through us. You know what I mean? Do we have the same urgency and eagerness? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we want it?
Right.
And if you do, man, go get it. Take it.
100%. Bro.
Don't ask permission. Go take it.
Yeah. And pop a monster while you're doing it.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
You need to do the monster commercial.
Yeah. You want me to do a promo right now?
Go ahead. Cut a promo.
All right.
Hold on. This is Shafer endorsing Monster Energy.
Yeah. What up, guys? It's your boy Shave. I'm here with my boy Drerawka, sipping on a Monster pineapple, new flavor, amazing. You put down in my head. That's why I messed it up.
That was it.
That's all I got.
What's the call to action?
I'm gonna do it one more time.
You gotta close it. We need a good closer.
All right, here we go. What up, guys? It's your boy Shafer. I'm here with my boy Drerawka, my beautiful wife. All right, we're out here drinking Monster Pineapple Energy. Where can you get it, you ask? Smith's, Walmart. Go, take action, run through a wall, be like Cam Haynes. Monster Energy. How was that?
All right.
That was 2 tries.
But maybe like it's refreshing. Right? Like you gotta, you know what I mean?
All right.
It's delicious. The pineapple taste bursts in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can find out more about it at monster.com.
Yeah. It feels like a glass of the French Polynesian.
There you go. I don't know what French Polynesian is, but
I don't either. But it makes sense.
Isn't that an island somewhere?
Probably. It's probably in Korea.
The French Polynesian Islands in Korea.
You know what I mean? Why not?
We're gonna let you live, Shafer. That's funny as hell. Now, whose idea was to put apples in spaghetti? Was it your idea?
Apples and spaghetti. That was not my idea.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's good.
She loves you, bro.
I know she does. Right? That's why we only dated a year. I was like, I gotta lock this up.
She wakes up, done off a NyQuil, half asleep, half awake.
Yeah.
Edits a really cool video that's getting traction.
Yeah.
She stands by you while you guys eat spaghetti with apples.
Straight up. Why not? Why not us? You know what I'm saying? Why not us, bro?
I love it. Did you guys have a formal wedding?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How was that? Did you guys get married into the temple, like the church and stuff like that?
Yep.
Yeah, we got married in the Salt Lake Temple and then had a little ring ceremony afterwards. And yeah.
As a woman, and the reason why I say as a woman is because I feel like society depicts like women always fantasizing about their wedding day and stuff like that. Was that you?
I mean, they say it for a reason. I feel like every girl does do that. I'm guilty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it was a great day. It was perfect.
Because so I'm not formally married. I mean, I've been with my wife we've been together 10 years.
Oh man,
Congrats.
Engaged
That's
for
awesome.
engaged for a while, and she's like, well, what do you want to do? Like, she's asking me all these questions. I'm like I don't want to say I don't care, but at the same time, I'm like, we're a family. Like, we have 3 kids. Like, we're together. I'm not going nowhere, right? So this thing for me is, if you want to dress, like what dress you want, what colors, let's just do it. Let's just do it. But I also have to be sensitive and be like, she wants my input too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any input?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wanted black in our colors.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a lot of black.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't care what the contrasting or the bold color was, but I wanted black. So we did black and yellow.
Nice.
Yeah, our song was
Our first dance was Coldplay's Yellow, and then it was like a record scratch, and then it went into Black and Yellow.
Wiz Khalifa, bro.
Wiz Khalifa.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
We had to go there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all are really hip hop.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Well,
have
it's like what
terrible
brought us
towels?
together.
Did you guys have the terrible towels like your Steelers?
Yeah.
Instead of people throwing rice or whatever, they're just waving the towels.
Yeah, bro.
down on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like sports though.
Me?
Yeah.
So I used to be a big Jazz fan. Like, I would watch every game with my brothers and my dad. I think that kind of shifted a little bit the last 5 years. I can't say I'm a big fan. Like, not that I don't love the Jazz and I don't love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't watch as much as I used to. So
It's because they suck.
yeah,
Maybe if they were winning,
but I watched them when they sucked.
That-
5 years ago.
that's what turned you off. They sucked. So
I'll be honest. We don't really we don't pay for cable or a lot of TV stuff. I'm not. I think honestly, what I really believe it was is I started taking my music serious, and every time that I have, I'm working on that.
yeah.
We might watch a movie every week or two. We don't I canceled all my subscriptions and stuff just because I'm all in on this.
That's what I need to do, and it's getting expensive.
And that too.
And now the Jazz they just dropped their own streaming platform too.
Yeah.
Jazz Plus. So I'm like, dang, do I spend $105 a year?
Yeah. It adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
I was catching the clips on Twitter.
Yeah. The highlights. Yeah.
Now, have you gotten an animal before? Have you gotten a kill? What was that feeling like? And was it with a bow?
It was with a bow. Yeah. I've gotten an antelope, and I think it's really hard to describe to people who haven't been, because Mike would tell me all these stories about him growing up and different experiences he had and what it's like, but you don't really know what it's like until you experience it. And it's almost like, this might sound corny, but it's almost like spiritual, because especially with bow hunting, it's such an intimate form of hunting, and you are with these animals just yards away, like watching them, stalking them and everything. And then you're just so one with nature. It's so corny, but it's so true. And it's just incredible and indescribable, really.
How has being into this culture, how has it made you grow as a person?
Oh, that's a good question. I think a big part of it too is waiting. Like, a lot of hunting is patience and waiting, and you're just there with your thoughts, and it's a huge time for me for reflection. And I think that's a lot of where Shafer's music comes from, right? Like, it is these hunting moments. It's these moments where you're reflecting on life, on what's important, on your relationship with the earth, your relationship with like who you're hunting with and things like that. And it really forces you to think and grow.
Is there a hunt that you haven't done that you guys want to do?
Oh, so many. We're just getting started.
Have you done like a cougar? Is like cougar hunting a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done one yet.
I would like to get a stuffed cougar,
Yeah.
like a big one.
I know a guy.
Well, I got to kill one first. I got to go on a hunt.
So
Yeah, we got to get you hunting. Have you ever been?
I'm going to start off with like, first off, you got to show me how to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
That's first. Small weight though. I don't need like small weight.
You know, maybe you'll be my Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Like Cam took Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty soon he'll be out there stalking.
Don't be here talking to nothing but hunters and scientists.
That's what I'm talking about.
Am I Utah's Joe Rogan?
Yeah. You are gonna be Utah's Joe Rogan, brother.
Nah, you put that
like
on
it.
me. Nah, okay, a lot of big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I look forward to seeing more from you guys. When's the next hunt? When are you guys going back on the mountain?
So it's always in the fall because we bow hunt. So it's like August, the end of August, beginning of September.
We got turkeys.
Yeah,
in
we
the
do.
spring.
We
That's my
do
favorite.
turkey hunt, which is in like April, May.
So did you guys do one this year?
Aubrey shot one.
Did you guys eat it for Thanksgiving?
Not for Thanksgiving.
Not for
I don't think it
Thanksgiving.
made it to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Will it preserve? It will preserve that long, right? If you freeze
Oh
it.
yeah, it stays great. I think we
Yeah.
already ate it.
Yeah, but a wild turkey isn't like it's not like a butterball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
No?
a little different.
No, they're like leaner. You know what I mean? They're running around on the
Yeah.
mountains, bro. They ain't no fat turkeys.
But it's still good meat though, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
makes a
it's
really
great.
good soup. I mean, it doesn't have apples in it, but it's really good.
Yeah, I could throw an apple in there. I ain't scared.
We'll try it next year. We're putting apples in it.
Yeah,
How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
it was great.
It was really good.
It was amazing.
Are you gonna elaborate?
Good food.
So I actually, because I work a lot, like holidays, because the fire department, like we alter different holidays and stuff. So Thanksgiving was my holiday off this year. So we went to my brother Kurt's and his wife Heather, and they did a whole setup. Like we had all of our family there, kids running around. It was really special.
Do you guys bring something?
Yeah, we have our go-tos. I'm a mac and cheese guy.
No apples?
Maybe. There might be next year.
How is your mac and cheese? Do you bake it? Like what's this mac and cheese? It's not Kraft, right?
Oh no, dude. This is like legit.
This is like hours in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 calories a bite. Like it's
Butter.
so it's 5-6 different cheeses. All right, so
Can I guess them?
Yeah,
Gotta have the cheddar.
yeah. You just
Probably a medium. Medium, or you do sharp? Do you do sharp or medium?
I think this year was sharp.
sharp.
Okay, so a cheddar. You got to put the mozzarella because you have the cheese pull. You have to have the mozzarella.
Yeah, no mozzarella.
No mozzarella?
Yeah, get ahead with that.
Swiss?
No Swiss.
Pepper jack.
Pepper
Yep.
jack.
Monterey.
No Monterey.
Colby jack.
No.
Damn, so what? You did cheddar, Gouda, and...
So you got cheddar, smoked Gouda. I like to do the red wax Gouda, pepper jack, Gayer, and then I'll throw some Velveeta in there.
Oh, man, I was way off. That was...
Yeah.
You're way more... you said apple, so I was like, no, he's going to keep it, calm.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be Yeah, I know what you're thinking. And then, so you start out a roux, right? And you get it going, and then you get it melting, and then, get noodles in like a baked pan. And then you cover it and mix all the cheese in. Then I take panko and like bacon, and I'll cook the bacon, chop it up in bits, and mix it with the panko, and then put it on the top, and then Parmesan. So it's actually 7 cheese.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm on the Impossible Task Challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? So, do you cook at all? Do you get busy in the kitchen?
I cook a little bit. We're crazy busy. He usually gets home before I do, so he does a lot of the cooking. Plus, at the firehouse, they've taught him all these good recipes, so he does most of the cooking.
I've never met a firefighter that hasn't been able to cook or grill.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, for some reason, you guys get busy. My uncle, amazing. He's a Philly firefighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and man, those guys, they get busy in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you get hired and you're the boot. Like, you got to cook, you got to clean. You learn fast. And if it's nasty, your career's not gonna go well. Right?
What's the worst holiday? Like, what's the worst holiday for a firefighter?
As far as calls?
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah, 4th of July.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Fires, lots of brush fires, and I'd say it's probably the busiest.
Were we better this year? Well, in your area?
Yeah. So I work in Bountiful, and I would say since the big bee fire that took a couple homes, I think people are more like they are more aware, and they're more, and plus I don't think you can go above Davis. You can have fires or like fireworks.
Fireworks bug me. I used to like them as a kid.
They bug you?
Nah, they're just annoying.
Yeah.
The reason why I think they're beautiful, right? But they're just so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, to have a cool fireworks show, you're spending a couple $100
Yeah.
for 30 seconds of fun.
Right? Yeah. You could pay for a whole jazz subscription.
Yeah, exactly. How was Christmas for you guys growing up? Did you guys celebrate Christmas? Was that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
How
was really
was it?
fun. I feel like I had kind of the traditional Christmas. We would do all the traditional things, bake cookies, get Christmas pajamas, and open presents in the morning.
You have siblings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a younger sister and younger brother.
So you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest, yep.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. What about you?
I'm the youngest.
I know, but did you celebrate Christmas?
Oh, yeah. 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 We celebrate Christmas.
How was do they celebrate Christmas in Japan?
Yeah, it's a little different, but so in Japan, everybody gets KFC because they don't have big enough ovens to do like a big turkey dinner or anything.
Oh.
So you get KFC and you get a Christmas cake.
What's a Christmas cake?
It's like a strawberry shortcake kind of
Ooh.
cake. It's so good. But yeah, that's kind of their Christmas tradition.
KFC and strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
Christmas cake.
Sounds
Yep.
pretty good.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not either.
Although the last time I had KFC was not good.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time I had it in the States.
I'd say, what's that new chicken place that Post Malone?
Oh, Raising Cane's?
Raising Cane's is pretty good. Do you like it? You not a fan?
So when I went there, I was surprised because all they have is chicken and fries. That's it. There's no like, you go to Popeyes, you can get some red beans and rice,
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, man, just chicken and fries. It was.
You wanted some red beans?
I'll give it another try. How about that?
All right.
Because I only had it once. I'll give it another try.
Yeah.
I did see his truck though out front. I was like, man.
You saw Post Malone's truck?
Yeah. He has it parked in front of his building, the one that he owns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Sandy,
Oh, I didn't know that.
right off of Fort Union in what's that, 9th East. Yeah, he has a Raising Cane's. It has faces all on the side of it.
Really?
Yeah, his I want to say it's a Silverado. No, it's not a Silverado. I think it's an F-150, like 60 something F-150.
Do you think he actually drives it, or do you?
No,
think
it's parked there.
he just leaves it there.
It's like a statue kind of thing. I mean, it's a real truck, but they have it parked there and it just stays there.
Wow,
It's beautiful.
that's cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about stealing it.
Yeah, you should.
Could you imagine? I wouldn't get out the parking lot.
Yeah, yeah, but your podcast would be blowing up.
Oh yeah, the guy that stole Post Malone's Silverado.
Yeah,
No, thank you. You're a bad influence, bro. You're supposed to be like, no, Dre, come on, man, work hard, go get your own truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
gotta live a little.
you got, we were talking about, you gotta get your stuff out there, bro, and that's a way. You gotta. What are you willing to do?
It's very true.
I'm just playing.
It's very true.
Don't be a car theft.
What's the biggest misconception about news?
About news?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I would say, in my opinion, I think people often think news has an agenda or, it's slanted. But speaking from local news, not national news, local news, we try really hard to be fair, to tell both sides of the story. We're human, we make mistakes, but we are really trying hard to get the right information out there.
I feel like it would be so annoying when you get those people that are like, that ain't true, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, like you don't realize that we got to move quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't read the comment section.
I learned that early. I post and ghost a lot.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Even the more attention that you get, it's like when I have a video that gets a few thousand views, so I did this really silly video on TikTok. It was a part of the podcast. And for me, I come from everything like in a comedy. I'm not serious at all, right? I come from a comedy, angle.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I guess you would say that.
Sorry.
But so I was talking about when you go to Walmart, just go to the deli section, get the chicken, and then do the rest of your shopping, but eat the food so you don't have to pay for the food. So I posted that on TikTok, and it blew up. It was like 100,000 views. In the comments, you're what's wrong with this country. You're stealing. That's what you're teaching your kids. I was like, come on, man. I was being very sarcastic.
Right.
And it was a 10-second clip out of an hour podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, do your due diligence. Go watch the full thing. And you'll understand the angle that I'm going in.
Yeah.
But that's when I learned that, like, just post and ghost.
Yeah.
Post and ghost. Post it and then get off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's huge. I've noticed that with the comments. There's a lot of haters. A lot of people be calling me short. Like coming like
you are short though.
Hey, easy.
You're not tall.
Right? I'm not short though either. I'm what's the average American?
5'10", and you're 5'8".
Sure? Let's Google. You can. All right.
The average American.
Jamie for this podcast. Yo, let's Google that.
The average American average American male is definitely 5'9", 5'10".
I might be a little bit short, but I'm not that short. All right, 5'8" is not short. I don't think. No. I'm taller than Lil Wayne. I could pull up a list right now. I bet there's 100 rappers I'm taller than. Lil Wayne. Who else we got? Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's not a rapper.
He could be.
Oh my goodness.
You're taller than Aubrey, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's a rapper.
Yeah, I'm taller than Aubrey.
What's your rap name?
Oh my gosh, I'm too embarrassed to say.
I'll say it.
Okay.
If you don't.
Chief Cheese.
Chief Cheese.
Because I'm really corny.
Chief Cheese.
Yep.
Do you know what the Urban Dictionary term for chief is?
Do I want to know?
This can go bad.
It's just, it's somebody that smokes a lot of weed.
Oh yeah. Like Chief Keef.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Chief Keef.
I'm probably tall. How tall is he?
Chief Keef's probably about 5'11".
Really?
Yeah.
I would say about that probably.
Yeah.
You know who was small is CJ, the dude that made that song Whoopty. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah,
he
like old school whoop.
Nah, I'll play it for you. It's stupid.
Right.
It's a good song, but
I'm taller than the whoopty guy.
You're taller than the Whoopty guy. He came into the radio station. I was like, oh, he's a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that when I came in?
No. When you came into the studio, I was like, oh, that's Shafer, man. That's the dude that does all these videos. I thought, to be honest with you, I was like, man, I hope he comes as Yellow Banks.
Did you?
When you first came into the podcast,
really?
I was like, I hope he comes as Yellow Banks. And then I was disappointed when he just
when I just came in. You're like, I didn't want Shafer.
Bring Yellow Banks.
Yeah. The crazy thing about that is people love that song or they hate it. Like there's like no in between. There's like absolutely clown like haters, and then there's like the people that love it. Like it's their favorite song. So,
Man, forget people.
yeah.
You know what's crazy? There's a duality, right? Like we need to be balanced with people. You need to be the people that love you. You can't embrace it too much, right? But at the same time, you can't embrace the people that hate you too much either.
Yeah.
Some people have valid points with criticism, though, right? There's so it's as a creative, we have to be able to pick and choose what content to absorb and what feedback to absorb.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's like important to remember that like not everybody's into the same things. Like I don't expect everybody to like my music, right? Like it's not for everybody. Like I get it. Like there's a lot of music and a lot of rap that and hip hop and all music that I'm not into. So like I can't expect people to, you know, all be in on it. I think with the hate and stuff, and like for people that are hating, I guess, is like how much time are you wasting though? Like doing like I'm not out here like I don't want to hate on people because like that's energy I'm giving to that. Like put your energy into something productive. Like it's cool you're not into it. Like that's fine. Like that's the point of like, you know, people. Like that's the point of freedom. That's the point of all that. Like that's a good thing. I'm glad everybody doesn't like it, but I just wish people would put energy into like something positive or other themselves, you know, like go get you some, like there's enough for everybody.
Forget them, man. You can't change people's minds if they're going to be negative and they're not going to want to receive your message anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
It's for the person that wants to change or wants to, go and get something. Speaking about getting something, what are you going after in 2024, Aubrey?
Oh,
what do you want?
Goals. Let's see. I haven't given it a lot of thought, but I think in terms of like the goals that I always have in the back of my mind, I'm always looking to grow as a storyteller and grow my talents and looking to, put more content out. I'm trying to learn more of like the social content side of things because that's what's really helpful right now. So yeah, I haven't like sat down with solid goals yet, but that's always what I'm progressing towards. So
how do you get uncomfortable doing what you do?
How do I get what?
Uncomfortable. So
uncomfortable?
Yeah, we find growth in being uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Being put in situations where it's like, right? Maybe it's deadlines, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do you find those challenges in your field?
Oh, all the time. I'm kind of crazy, and maybe this is where we find success is I'm always looking for a challenge. I'm always looking to push myself. Like I didn't start with a camera and news. I was behind a computer, but I was like, I want to try that. And so I made goals. I worked with my coworkers and bosses and managers and was like, hey, these are my goals. I'm going to work for it. And so then I made it and I got to be a full-time photographer. And I was like, okay, but I want to be able to do a story on my own as well, not always rely on a reporter. And that's scary. And so I was like, okay, I'll try doing that. And then, it was just finding things that do make me uncomfortable or push me or challenge me and just like taking it head on and learning from people around me and growing.
How do videographers like yourself, are you on like a set schedule or you just pop up when the story happens?
For news, it's kind of, sometimes we have things scheduled and a lot of times you're just like waiting for things to happen, breaking news, or you're at the mercy of whatever's going on in the day being sent here and there. And I say like 90% of my job is like driving around, driving to news or finding news or things like that. But that's also why I love it because every day is so different. You never know what kind of story you're going to come across or be sent to.
Man. I remember there was a house fire down the street from my dad's. It was on Thanksgiving too. It was sad. And me and my pops were the first people there, and we made sure like there was nobody in the house and whatnot. And then the fire department shows up, and then the news guy shows up, and he sees me on my phone. He was like, "Hey man, can I get your footage?" I was like, "Yeah, man, if you give me credit." But I was thinking, I was like, man, I instantly felt like the Nightcrawler guy. Have you guys seen that movie, Jake Gyllenhaal? I think it's called Nightcrawler.
That's
I
the
haven't,
one where
but
he's
I've
like
heard
a
about it.
freelancer, right?
Yeah, he's a freelancer. But then it's so dark. He ends up creating the story, so he's there. So he like creates like accidents and things like that, and he acts like he's the first on scene. You should watch that movie.
Oh, really?
It's pretty intense.
Yeah,
man. Something I want to jump into is One Must Go. It is a freezing December day. Your coffee's brewing.
You're trying to stay warm. You can smell the holiday scents in the house. Grab your coffee, grab your hot cocoa, grab your beverage of choice, and I'll bring the stories. Hi, I'm Drerawka, and this is 12 Days of Podsmas. We'll be talking to some of your favorite people, getting to know what their childhood Christmas was like and what they're doing today.
Listen daily with my dad and his friends for 12 Days of Christmas. Only here on Unrestricted.
Okay. Have you guys ever played this?
No.
So One Must Go is a pretty cool game. I didn't create it, but it's something that I wanted to adopt for 12 Days of Podsmas, where I'm going to give you categories of things, and you have to choose one to go. So, like, an example would be like trick or treat candy, Snickers, Three Musketeers, Reese's, or a Milky Way.
Did you just say Reese's?
That's what it's called, right?
Reese's. Is that how you say it? Have I been saying it wrong my whole life?
It's Reese's, right?
I think it's Reese's.
Reese's?
It's Reese's.
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 How you say ketchup?
We need to start a poll.
Ketchup?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Have you ever seen King of Queens, where he's like, it's pronounced ketchup?
Douglas, would you please pass the ketchup?
The what?
The ketchup.
You mean the ketchup?
Educated people pronounce it catsup.
Not if they want me to pass it to them.
Fine, if that's the way you're going to be, then I'll do without.
Not gonna happen, old man.
My burger's getting cold. Just give me the ketchup.
Okay, it's called ketchup. Say it right and you can have it.
No.
Say it. Say it.
No, I will never say it. I'd rather die than say it.
Then she's staying over here. Me amo ketchup.
Fine. Then just say goodbye to these.
Why you gotta do that? All right, you want the catsup? You can have the catsup here.
Thank
God.
you.
All right.
Thank you. That's enough. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. That's
Okay.
enough. That's enough.
Oh, is that enough? Really?
Yes, that's enough. That's
Yeah,
enough.
Then say it.
Say what?
Say it.
What?
Say it.
Hey, what?
What's it called?
Ketchup!
And that's how we learn.
Yeah.
I'll send you the clip.
No. All right.
Hold on. How do I say it? Reese's?
Reese's. Like,
Reese's?
you know, like Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff. You remember those commercials?
Is that your debut single?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I've said too much now.
I instantly went to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja.
That's where I take my inspiration.
Chief on the mic.
Yeah. Vanilla Ice. That's where you get your inspiration. So you have to pick one to go.
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Oh man, you guys are hilarious. All right, movies. Remember, we're talking about holidays.
Okay.
The Polar Express, The Grinch, whether if it's the old one or the new one, which the new one's 20 years old now, 23 years old now.
That's crazy.
It's nuts. Charlie Brown Christmas or Home Alone.
Polar Express.
Polar Express.
No hesitation.
You know what?
What?
Nobody likes that movie.
Kind of creepy. The animation is just like not quite there yet, so it's kind of
That's
creepy.
the one on the train, right?
That was
Yeah.
Tom Hanks though.
Is there a polar bear in that?
a polar bear?
I don't think so. Maybe in
Because
the
of the-
background.
You know, polar is not just a bear, right?
Yeah.
region.
I'm just asking. They should have a polar bear in Polar Express. I'm not like, why are you coming at me, dog?
The
Doesn't that
Coca-Cola
make
bear?
sense?
The Coca-Cola bear just on the train?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should.
Okay, I'll give it
Maybe
to you.
people wouldn't freaking X the movie if they had one in there.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Food. Pumpkin pie, cookies, brownies, or cake. Desserts.
Oh, that's hard.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh man.
All day.
You don't like pumpkin pie?
It's all right. It's like eggnog.
I love pumpkin pie, but out of that list, I'd probably have to nix it.
Pumpkin pie had a cookies, brownies, and cake. I think I would get rid of the cake. Give me a nice pumpkin pie.
There's so many good options for cake, though.
There is.
Oof.
Cake's good.
There
Like, you
is.
could have a pumpkin cake. Forget about the pie.
Oh, have you guys had the pumpkin cheesecake?
No.
No.
Are you guys cheesecake people?
I'm any dessert.
Yeah. I'm
like
not a
that.
huge
If it has
cheesecake.
sugar, I'll eat it.
Yeah. She's about it.
I love that.
That's why she likes waffles.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
why that works.
When's the last time you guys had waffles?
Yesterday for breakfast.
You had waffles?
Eggo?
No, it's just some I made my own. We have a little waffle maker.
Dang.
Kodiak
It's not
cakes,
that fancy.
right?
Oh, the protein joints?
Yeah.
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 My wife, she got me the Kodiak pancake stuff. Probably the same thing.
Oh, cool.
Oh, man, so delicious.
So good.
All right, last one here.
Okay.
Decor. Okay. Lights, the Christmas music, or snow activities like skiing, snowboarding.
I could do without the snow activities, probably.
Yeah, probably snow activities. I don't really snowboard.
But you do like to go make music videos in the snow.
Oh, does that count as a snow activity?
You were in the snow. You were doing an activity.
What are the other options?
I'm not gonna say I like that. That was cold.
Yeah,
Like we did that, but yeah, that was
so cold.
You guys almost died doing a music video too, right? Did you guys get trapped in the snow? What movie?
that was campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got stuck bad.
it was snowing and we were trying to find a place to do it, and we went up a road, and it was like the road looked fine, like it was covered in snow, but like it didn't look bad. And then we got up there about 100 yards, and I was like, I don't know about this. So I tried to back up, and it was like, boop, boop, my truck got buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy on a snowmobile just like drive around us. Me and Aubrey, like I got my wife under the truck digging, and he's just like, "Peace out, sucker," just like past
Yeah,
us.
he gave us a stink face and drove on. We're like, what if we
Yeah.
die?
Yeah, and I'm talking like snow up to like my axles.
It was,
Wow.
Yeah, it was a snowstorm. Yeah.
That's scary. I would have
Yeah.
retired after that.
Yeah, we did that. We crossed the frozen lake for Cam Haines.
Yeah.
My leg fell through a fishing hole. Yeah, we put some.
This is the behind the scenes that people
Yeah,
don't know that goes on.
Cam
That we
Haines
put
is
the work
intense.
in.
That's why I want behind the scenes footage. I want BTS of when you guys do these projects. I want to see you guys creating the props and these things. I want to see that type of content. Tell us the story.
We should.
Yeah.
Because
Tell
I
the
think
story.
people see like our success, right? That's one of the problems with social media is you just see people's success and they don't see the hard work we put in. Like we're crazy. Like I'm sure once we put behind the scenes stuff out, people are going to be like, they're crazy between like our work ethic and our jobs that we do have. And then any time off we have, we're like throwing into the music and content, and we're crazy.
Yeah, then you get 4 more Emmys with the behind the scenes.
yeah.
There we go.
All right, let's jump into naughty or nice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw some names at you guys, and you have to tell me if they're on the nice list or the naughty list. Okay.
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 Taylor Swift.
Nice.
Yeah, naughty.
Why would you say naughty? What
Why?
I just wanted to go against Aubrey. We were like picking the same things. So,
Taylor Swift can. We talked about this last night. She can shift a whole.
yeah.
Like, what is she? She changed like the economy of like a town for one concert or something like that.
I'm sure she could put one thing out on social media and change the opinions of like millions of people.
Yeah.
She has a lot of power.
That's
But
crazy.
I feel like she uses it for good. So I'm saying nice.
All right.
Yeah.
See how this Travis Kelce thing works out.
Yeah.
Okay. Elon Musk.
Nice.
Naughty.
She's going against me.
Yeah, that's just how we're playing it now.
I want that truck that he made,
Yeah, that's crazy.
the cyber truck.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the attachments that's coming with it? You would love it because you can like camp in it and stuff.
Really?
It turns into like a camper.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think he let Joe Rogan shoot it with a bow.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
It didn't even like hurt it either.
Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Probably heavier than anything.
Yeah.
All right. Cam Haines.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
He's a real one.
Yeah, that's my dog.
I like that. Hunting.
Nice.
Nice.
Was 2023 a good hunting season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good year. Yeah.
Awesome. Reality TV.
Naughty.
It's a guilty pleasure. Of
I
mine.
know. That's why I'm like, it's both. It's naughty and nice. It's definitely a guilty pleasure. So it's naughty and nice.
Okay. All right. Would you guys ever do reality TV? Maybe shooting it or maybe being the subject of it?
Like we talked about last night, I hate being in front of the camera. Like, I'm not a fan of it, so probably not.
You got to embrace it, bro.
I know, I'm trying.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
The cool thing I told you last night, bro, we're all going to die.
Yeah. So this is how we end.
It's got dark.
This is how we end the interview.
Your
Bro,
podcast
you're
is
gonna
dark.
die. Bro, you're done. Like you are dead, bro. Like You might as well just get in front of the camera. It doesn't matter because you're going to die. And I'm like,
at the end of the day, people's opinions don't matter, right? Because they're going to die and so are we.
yeah.
That's
facts.
one thing that's been written. It's going to happen.
That's facts.
So why not put out everything that you can in this short, even if you live to 100 years, that's still a short amount of time if you really think about the existence of the world, right? Mm-hmm. It goes like that. Our life goes like that. Now, why not do what makes you happy? Why not just get it done?
Yeah.
And throw it out there to the world. Take advantage of everything, all this moment, the moments that you guys have together. Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And get this thing done.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. All right. Social media.
Oh, that one's so complicated. Here's my hot take on it. Because, like, I feel like without social media, like, that's one of the reasons you're able to be an independent artist, right? You can have this amazing reach. Like, that's how this whole thing we're talking about happened. But at the same time, it's kind of like a black hole, and you can get sucked in, and it's so dark and it's so negative. So there's definitely balance. And
yeah. I think so. There's a book by Nick D. It's called what is it? It's slipping my mind. It's like you don't want it bad enough and he said, like, I think social media, if you're using it to create, then it's good, but to consume, it's not. Right? So I think creating, it's absolutely wonderful, but consuming and letting it, like, start to direct the way that you feel about yourself by comparing to other people, because not like you said, like we're talking about the reality thing, not everybody's showing everything. Right? And they're only showing the good and the highlight reel, right? So I think creating, it's amazing, but consuming, I think it can be dangerous.
Yeah, be self-aware. Understand what you're consuming and understand what you're projecting too.
Right.
Be aware.
Right.
All right. Aubrey.
Oh, I was on the list? I'm definitely nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's nice.
Shafer.
Shafer. Why are you looking at me to answer first?
Come on, Mikey.
Natty.
Have you been naughty this year?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all subjective.
I vote nice.
She's your wife. She loves you.
Yeah, she does.
I vote naughty. Shafer, man. Aubrey, I really appreciate you guys coming through. Where can people follow you guys if you want followers? What message do you got for the people?
You want to go first?
Sure. You can follow me at real.observations, spelled like Aubrey. And my message to people, I would just say put in the work. Like, I kind of said it before, but we've put mad work behind this music. Like, people don't see, they just see the successes, and we put in a lot of work. And I think that's what it takes, is you just got to keep working at your dreams. Don't give up, and you'll see little successes, like even unexpectedly along the way. And there's a element of satisfaction when you know you're giving it your all. Like you said, we just have this life, so like go for it, chase your dreams and make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah. Follow me on Shafer Music, 1F no C, just like my shirt. And my message is thank you. Like, I am truly grateful, like, for all the love, the support that you guys have been showing me. And I'd also encourage, find that best version of yourself. Like, self-diagnose yourself, find that person and bring them to life. Work as hard as you can, and when it's dark and you're struggling, don't give up. Find that person and then take that person and share that light with the world. Because that's what we need right now. And it's not a one-person job. So share that light.
More music next year?
More music next week.
Yeah, more music next week.
Okay, by the time this drops, there's going to be new music out.
Day one.
Go tap in with Aubrey and Shafer. You can go on to allrock.com if you want to support the podcast. You can buy a shirt, you can buy a hoodie. Go support allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. But hey, I know times are rough. You know what I mean? We're living in a weird time where rent is $2,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment. It's ridiculous. So if you want to show some love, but maybe you can't buy a hoodie or whatever, just share this content. Share the content that these guys put out. Share it with a friend. It's completely free to share. Show love, show support. It goes a long way. We hope you have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. You know this is Christmas, right? Merry Christmas to all.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And to all, a good night. Peace.
Thank you, bro.